So I was planning to head to the Ivanovo region right now and then onto the Yaroslavl region. But I've seen this sign and I can't just leave it. This would have been the entrance to a former collective farm, and probably the collective farm is in ruins further up this road, and there'll probably be a settlement there that's not in the best of states, so I really need to go check it out. The reason I stopped was to clear the ice off this thing. Look at that. Crazy. I couldn't clean my windshield because of this, with the windscreen. Blimey. So iced up. It's freezing out here today. That's how cold it is, guys. I'm so excited as to what's going to be down this road. It could be anything. It could be rubbish, right? But it could also be incredible. I'm so excited. Driving through this village at ridiculously low speeds, it feels like I'm curb crawling. Huh. Always have a look anyway, just to make sure there's no one coming, just in case the barriers have failed. So over here, look, we've got an empty building which I guess once was part of the collective farm, but I can see there's something happening over there in the distance, so maybe it's not totally abandoned. The weather, despite being freezing cold right now, is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love these sunny winter days. Incredible. I don't know if you can make it out over there in the distance, but look, I'm not going to walk through that snowy field. But it says 1984 on the building there, look. I love all the little quirky things that people do to make their places look nicer. Over here, look, we've got the village shop, kind of selling everything. And here, look, we've got a postal service. Now, believe it or not, this sign up here says first place for the cleanest village. Wow. Wow. Look at the village shop. It's a mini castle made out of metal. And it's called Visit. Some of the words are missing up there. It says Agazine, the M's missing. But look at that, a metal castle. Let's go and have a look what's going on behind here. So this here is the library. Nice new library. And then we've got these 2-floor purpose-built apartments that were built initially, I'm definitely guessing, for the people that would have worked in the collective farm. Look at the ice. Wow, it's like a completely different planet, isn't it? Would you like to live here? Let me know in the comments. Look here, it says that this is the post office. I wonder if it's still the post office. It doesn't look like it's the post office anymore, does it? But at one time it was, definitely. It says that this building is set to receive refurbishment. Looks like it could do with some, definitely. Although the sign is pretty nice. Looks pretty miserable here, doesn't it? Let me know in the comments if you could live here. It's about, I don't know, 30 minutes drive to the nearest city. So you're not completely in the middle of Siberia or anything like that. I'm finding it a bit difficult to speak right now because it's so cold. The cold and the wind is doing crazy things to my lips. So I was unable to say Siberia a minute ago. I don't know if it sounds better now or what. I don't think anyone's going to be playing on the swing today. I wonder what's inside here. There could be a ton of gold inside here, and no one would think to steal it because of how it looks. I wonder if we're going to come across anyone to actually speak to today. It's so dead because it's so cold, really cold outside, and yeah, there's like no one around. Everyone's inside. I'm the only fool walking around with a camera, and everyone else is watching TV or chilling out. So just as we come into the village, we've got this building here. I don't know what it was. Let's go check it out. See if we can find any Soviet gold. That's what we're looking for on these trips. Any Soviet gold. Well, we're not getting in this way. I love the sound of the snow crunching beneath my feet. Now the fact that we've got this little path here like this is obviously a good thing in terms of me not getting snow down my feet, but it looks like a bad thing in terms of who could be inside the bloody building, right? It looks scary. I wonder what it was. What do you think? It doesn't look like a residential building, that's for sure. Could have been a house of culture or perhaps a school or a kindergarten or something. And now it just looks scary as hell. Now there's no footprints today, which is good, I suppose. The snow's pretty deep. Would you go inside here, guys? Would you risk it? Let me know in the comments. It's bloody hard to walk up the stairs, if there are any stairs. Now it's a lot darker in real life than it is on the camera. The camera makes everything look a lot lighter. It's scary as hell in here. And I guess it's the kind of place that, I don't know, just homeless people would sleep. I'm not ready to see somebody in here jump out on me. Fucking shit myself. What have we got here? Dealer number. Let's see what's inside there. Engineer. Blah blah blah. Kolkhoz. So this is a former part of the collective farm, I guess. Wow. Nothing here anymore. Don't think we're going to find any Soviet gold in here. Just loads of documents. It looks like that could have been a little stage up here, look. Let's go and have a look on the second floor. What's this? Have we got any dates on here? Would you go inside this building, guys? No footprints could mean no one here. Could mean someone's sleeping something off, couldn't it? Nice bit of graffiti here, look. Look at that, it says "Go away from here" on the sign, on the graffiti. I'm not too keen to walk on the floor. You never know, it could just give way, couldn't it? We've got some hieroglyphics, look here, look, I don't know what they mean. Ice creams, I think they are, aren't they? Just ice creams. So this here on the sign says Mirny, peaceful. It's also the name of one of the most top secret towns in Russia. Perhaps I should name the video "Englishman Visits Russia's Most Top Secret Named Town." Check out this dude next to the house over here. I can't get any nearer because the snow's going to be really, really deep. Is it a scarecrow or is it just like the symbol of a hard worker? He's got a brush in his hand. And look up here, 1967 it was made. Bit of history there for you. How would you feel if you came across me walking around your houses with a camera like this, kind of filming stuff? What would you think? Look at this little bench over here, look. And look at this one. 1966 it says. The last time England won the World Cup. Can't see how these things are going to dry. And I guess they get older as they go along. This one, next one, look, 1962. А скажите, пожалуйста, здесь раньше было совхоз, да? А почему здесь люди жили? Здесь что было, что-то? Просто. Они строили это все вот это квартиры?
Вон тот школьный дом, от школы там учителя.
Ага.
А здесь только предприятие было.
А, да? А, понятно, ладно. Хорошо, спасибо. So there you go. No collective farm in this village. The collective farm was further down the road. And here we had some sort of factory. Contora, as they say. This one here, look, is for sale if you fancy living here. So check out these little boxes they've got here. What do you think? Are these like keeping things cool? Is that what they're around for? Let me know in the comments. Извините, пожалуйста, вы давно здесь живете, да?
А что такое?
А раньше здесь что было? Совхоз или что? Или что?
Не знаю.
Не знаете? Ну почему здесь все жили, здесь люди все жили просто так? Или здесь что-то было? Или контора, или что-то было, или завод, или не знаете, да? Ну ладно, хорошо, спасибо. Wow, look at these baraki. So these ones were probably built before the Russian Revolution. And they're still standing. Don't think anyone's going to be getting water out of here for a while. Let's go and speak to this lady here. I reckon she can tell me loads of history about the place. Извините, пожалуйста. А скажите, пожалуйста, вы здесь давно живете, да? А скажите, что здесь раньше было в советском время?
Все у нас тут было.
Да?
И садик,
Ага.
и баня, и столовая, и
О.
больница.
О,
Там все у нас и лежали.
ага.
Сейчас у нас ничего нет.
А уже нет, да? А
Да.
контора тоже нет?
Садик отняли, предприятия
Блин.
давно уже нет.
За то, что все чисто, все красиво. Здравствуйте еще раз. Ясно, пожалуйста.
Предприятий уже давным-давно нет. Я здесь родилась. Вот
Да,
в
родилась, да? Вау.
доме.
В этом доме, да, даже, да?
Да.
О, вау. Нифига.
75 лет вот прожила.
Вау.
Мама здесь моя прожила до 93.
Ага. А дети ваши?
И дети мои все здесь. Дочка сейчас другого живет вон там.
А, да?
Да.
Ну, хорошо, что вы рядом, да?
Сыновья у меня умерли все.
Ой, блин.
Вот недавно умер сын 3 месяца назад.
Ой, блин.
Вот дому этому 100 лет скоро будет.
Ой, да, ну,
Да.
похоже, да.
Живем без отопления. У нас ни воды, ни канализации. Ну, сейчас я одна живу, у меня зять вон сделал электрическое.
Ага.
А весь дом без отопления. Вот я одна сейчас в дому живу. Уже ничего не сделают. У нас вот были компании,
Ага.
как это у нас здесь закрылось предприятие, у нас здесь
Ага.
был от экскаваторного Ковровского завода
Ага.
филиал. Я здесь 20 лет проработал токарем.
А,
Вот. Вот эту дверь нам со скандалом ходили в контору. Эту дверь нам с помойки принесли. Я-то точно уже в этом дому помру.
so I can see this channel turning into a little bit like Vasi in the Haze, Sergey. I just hate it when I see these women that are just you know, in their last days and they're struggling and they haven't got heating or water and stuff like that, it kills me because it reminds me of, well, not reminds me, but it makes me think of, what if it was my mum, right? If my mum was living under those conditions, it would be horrible. And I understand that you can't save everyone, I get that. But the few people that I meet when I'm out on these road trips, I really want to try and help. There's got to be a way to do it. I don't know how yet, but I guess together we can find an answer somehow. Village basketball, anyone? I can see that some houses like this one here with a beautiful fence have got gas, look. I think we should call this one the House of Spies. Look how many satellite dishes there are there. Look at this, and probably an old KGB dude. Got this car when he joined 40 years ago. And he's spying. So I guess at one point this might have been where everyone worked at. But you can still see the smoke coming out of the chimney. So I'm not going to try and get in there. Let's have a look here, see if there's anything going on. I've got a missing dog and an advert for joining the armed forces and a taxi. That's it for the whole village. We've got an interesting building here. I wonder what this is, or was. It looks like it's not anymore anyway. So we've got signs of life here. Look, we've got yellow snow and footprints going to the window. Извините, что раньше было в этом здании?
Контора предприятия.
Скажите, вот я познакомился с женщиной, ее зовут Тетя Таня, живет в Садовой 4. И она сказала, что живет там без этой канализации воды. Я хочу ее найти для ее квартиры здесь. А вы не знаете, где-то есть свободные квартиры, где я могу арендовать или?
Не знаю. Вот на том доме с торца висело объявление.
So I'm kind of waiting for everyone to go from the street before I attempt some breaking and entering. Here we go. Through the yellow snow. I'm also a bit worried that we've got a homeless person somewhere here, although it looks like they've gone around, look. Is there anything going on in there at all? Just empty. The snow is really, really deep. I might have to try and find, I bet there's another way inside. We've just got loads of papers and nothing really going on. Здравствуйте. Я могу посмотреть внутри?
Ну, войдите, там староста есть.
Спасибо. Здравствуйте. Можешь посмотреть? Да, можно, да? Спасибо. Я сам из Англии, но я во Владимире живу.
Георгий.
Всем. Очень
Староста.
приятно.
Староста.
Очень приятно.
Покажи просто вот это.
Хорошо.
Это летний храм.
О.
Казанский.
Вау.
Казанская.
И это только вот местные люди все сделали, да, вот получается? Все только местные вот в деревне это, ну, вкладывали на это, да, или...
Нет, местная, если бы деревня местная вкладывала, мы бы ничего здесь не
Ну,
построили.
это, я думаю, вот
Мы с
у вас
2004
какие-то
года
богатые
строим,
олигархи
да.
где-то вот
И
это.
нет у нас никакого спонсора, но мы, так сказать, на все Божья помощь. Вот сколько мы восстанавливаем его с 2004 года, всегда видна Божья помощь.
Вау. Да, это просто, конечно...
Здесь у нас расстались росписи, видите? То есть
Я думал, служебный может быть. Я думал, служебный.
это алтарь здесь, да, ну отсюда можно посмотреть. Вот видите, росписи здесь сохранились. Вот.
So look, they've got holy water in here. And I'm about to be given some holy water. My battery doesn't die. 1% left. Am I going to get the holy water or not before the battery dies? That's the thing. Я первый сейчас это, ну, световая вода это воду.
Не пробовали?
Ни разу. А как он станет святая? Это просто вы что-то вот рассказываете?
Молебен. Водосвятный молебен.
Вау.
Ну, есть кто не верит. А как же не верит? Как же не верит, если на крещение православный священник в Иордане. Даже видео вот уже есть, если раньше не могли туда попасть, сейчас уже по видео смотрят. Приходит на Иордан, священник православный, молится, опускает крест, вода вспять разворачивается. Не видели таких?
Не видел. Вау. Это, получается, натопится целую ночь все равно или нет?
Ну, они же этого и добивались.
Да. Они вот это было все ясно.
Да.
Here we are in the banya. There's Olga. Hey. Let's have a look inside. Hopefully it's not going to steam up. It's not so hot in here yet. So here we've got the actual steam thing. And here we put the water onto it. This is where we're going to lie and chill out. And we've got a shower in there. And we've got some birch leaves that we're going to hit ourselves with a bit later on. How are you feeling, Olga?
Oh, so comfortable temperature, so
Yeah.
good. Yes.
Perfect. You like it in the banya?
Yes, I like it because как особенно, especially when outside is too cold, and I feel a little bit cold, maybe.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it will be better.
Cool.
It will be
Perfect.
healthy for me.
Perfect. I absolutely love the banya. It's so good. But look, the ceiling's too low, so I'm like walking around bent down. It's pretty crazy. Olga is the expert of tea making in Russia. Everyone that loves tea knows that Olga is the best professional tea maker. Shabash. Aww. Look. Okay, let me breathe in and keep the six pack.
Love potion. One drop, okay?
And I will become crazy.
Yes, for me. About it. Me too. About you.
So, Olga, I'm sure everybody's dying to know who you are, how I know you, what you're doing here. So, what made you come to Yaroslavl region to relax?
We known each other for 1 year. We met at a street theater festival in Suzdal. I was going in costume after my show, and you noticed me
Yeah, I noticed
and
you.
start speak with me in
beautiful.
English. And for me, it was very interesting, and I decided to exit, to leave Carnival and join your company because I want to practice my English, and it was amazing.
I thought you fell in love at first sight and you decided to go to talk with me.
Little bit.
Yeah. So, Olga, why did you decide to come to relax in the Yaroslavl region?
So I live in Moscow. I work in the Moscow Drama and Music Theatre, and now it's very strange thing, but I как неожиданно сказать?
Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly, I had 1 week of vacation in our theatre. So I decided to go to some place where a lot of museums, theaters, and I know that Yaroslavl region is the rich of this such place. So I rent this small house because my budget is not so big and I cannot allow a big house. But it's nice. And my plan is go to theaters, museums, do some sports activities, go to sauna, banya, and relax. Yes, because I work a lot in Moscow. In Russia we say легкого пара, с легким паром I go.